Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your December 2023 tarot reading. I'm Kate Smith-Gores. I'm a Reiki master and a tarot intuitive, and these are the collective messages for you. So to start off, the overall theme, the overall message that we have for you for December is this number 42 card called Chop Wood. So I find that this is this is an interesting card. 42 condenses down to the number 6. The number 6 could be very significant for you throughout the month of December, or even the number 42. As we pull more cards, we'll see if this number comes back out. I love how it has the broom on there, and it almost looks like there's a face on the broom to me. And I don't think it's supposed to be a face, but it's kind of looking like a face for some reason. So let's see what this specific card has to say. When I think of chopping wood, I think of hard work. When I was a kid and I had to help do firewood, and even as an adult helping with firewood, that is not an easy thing to do. All right, so the message for the chop wood card, the essential meaning: being grounded in everyday experience, humility. Okay, there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. So I'm going to repeat that sentence one more time. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. That means you've got to prune the tree first, right? And then beautiful blossoms will come after that. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you ever closer to what you seek. So this is this is like the set it and forget it mentality, right? We're going to set that intention and we're just going to release it to the divine, release it to God, so that they can bring it to our lives in whatever way they deem appropriate, right? Also, I'm going to throw out the disclaimer that tarot is for entertainment purposes only, and the tarot does not let us know really anything that we don't already know, for the most part, right? Our soul knows a lot of the messages that are already coming through. They're just nice reminders. So I'm finding it super interesting, and not a coincidence that the Temperance card is coming out for you, Sagittarius. This is definitely your energy. When I think of the Temperance card, this is about getting back into balance, finding some type of balance. And it's a major arcana, so this is long-term energy. It feels like throughout the month of December, the message of finding balance between your day-to-day life and the spiritual world of setting an intention, wanting something to manifest for yourself, being involved in meditation and rituals and that kind of stuff. It's like we have to strike a balance. We can't be fully consumed by one thing and completely let everything else go. There's got to be a balance there. The Temperance card can also be about two things coming together to make a third. Mixing two things that normally wouldn't go together, say like fire and water. So this is kind of like creating something, creating life from two different things. For some people, this could be about conception, which I don't usually read the Temperance card as a conception card, but when you think about it, it's the sperm and the egg come together to form this new creation, this child. This could be about really getting focused on something. and also the message of moderation, right? Because the Temperance card can easily go to one extreme or the other. So this is about taking things in moderation, especially if you tend to like to drink or smoke or do things that might not be the healthiest for you. Do all things in moderation. But also this could be like when you're chopping wood, you really have to be focused, right? You have to be focused on where the blade is going, that you're not straining your body. And in this Temperance card, she's really focused on pouring these things in and focused on what she's creating here. So I feel like there's a need for that balance of getting focused and then letting it go to God or the divine. I'm also hearing like, what is something that you can do right now or do today? What are some little baby steps that you can take to get you closer to where you want to go, right? It's important to set your intention and then understand that there's only so much that we can do. But if we're not doing our part, then it's not going to manifest for us either, right? So what are some little things that you can do now, do today, to help you manifest your goal? So I'm going to go ahead and set that there. Let's see, what's some incoming energy here? We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor card, and the Seven of Wands. So there could be an Aries coming in or involved in your life in some capacity. Seven of Pentacles is a card of growth. It's slow growth, but it is growth. This is also a card of needing to be patient with something or somebody. It feels like there's something that you're working on growing. Maybe it's a relationship, a connection. Maybe it is something to do with your job or career. The Emperor can be a boss figure. It can be Aries energy. This is somebody who's very solid. They are structured, and they are also... I think that they're usually good delegators too, right? The Emperor, he's good at setting the rules. So this could be a male or female figure. It doesn't really matter. And then we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands can sometimes be about being taken by surprise. Now, I want to point out that there's a 7 on this side and a 7 on this side, and a 4 right here in the middle. So, very interesting, because the Temperance card is number 14. We have a 4 and we have 42 up here. So this number 4 could be significant, as well as the number 7, because we have 2 number 7 cards coming up. Anyway, now that I'm moving beyond that, what I feel is that there might be some changes coming to the process of getting to where you want to go. And it's important to not get too fixated, too structured when it's not going to benefit you from being structured, if that makes sense. Don't be inflexible. That's what I'm trying to say here, is the Emperor card can sometimes, like, he has great structure, great diplomacy. I don't know if that's the word that I want to use either. I'm really struggling with my words, and I think it's this pre-Mercury retrograde energy that I'm tapping into. But anyway, the Emperor is great at setting the rules, but the Emperor isn't always great when little things pop up that change the course, right? So this is a message of needing to be flexible, and understand that just because something has come up, this is also a message of it's not a never, it's just not right now. So if there's a delay coming up, or things aren't moving as quickly as you want, understand that this is also a message of divine timing, okay? It's like there's multiple pieces of this that are trying to work out. So there could be something unexpected coming in. When I see the Seven of Wands, I do think of unexpected events, but I also get a little bit of a defensive feel, like I was not seeing that coming, why is this happening? The Seven of Pentacles is like, yeah, I have some stuff on my tree here, some pentacles, but it's not as much as I was anticipating. I am seeing growth, but I wish there was more. I wish this was happening faster. And the Emperor is like, we're getting shit done. Shit has to get done now, the way I want it. So these energies don't always mesh with this energy, if that makes sense. So allow yourself to be flexible through any challenges or little obstacles that might come up for you. Okay, we are now going to talk about a card from the Keepers of the Light Oracle that I've pulled for you. I love this green color here that's standing out. So the color green, I mean, not only for the holidays, because December is a time where a lot of people celebrate Christmas or different holidays. The color green can be significant there, but I do feel like that green color is really significant for some reason for you. This card says divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So I feel like this is that reminder of when you take care of yourself, you're actually helping to take care of others, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And I know that that is a phrase that is said so often, but it is so true, so important. The world can seem overwhelming to you, and it's okay to retreat to a safe space every now and then to cleanse and recharge your energy. You may feel called to serve others or share your healing with them, but please ensure you are filled up with light, love, and energy first, so that you are not sacrificing your own development for others. You are surrounded by the healing light of Hilarion and the healing angels at this time, so you can recharge and feel whole. And I love this energy for the month of December, because there can be a sense of humanitarianism. Oh my gosh. I was really struggling with that one. There's a humanitarian energy and a focus on, I feel like there's a focus on community. There's a focus on how can we help others? How can we help the earth itself? So you might find yourself desiring to get involved in some way, so that you can tap into this energy and help give back at this time. So I really love that message for you. So now I'm going to dive into messages for love, health, and wealth. Just some basic quick messages that we need to hear. What is the message that Sagittarius needs to hear about love? What is the message Sagittarius needs to hear about love? Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords. Some of you are feeling a little bit trapped, right? It says trapped, restricted, victimized, paralyzed, helpless, powerless, and imprisoned. Some of you are definitely feeling trapped in a relationship. Just a little reminder here, Seven of Cups, you do have options. This is when we can feel stuck. We don't have a choice, but we do. Seven of Cups is a card of options, but this is your little reminder too that not every ending to a relationship has to be dramatic. So think about the way that you saw relationships end growing up, if you did experience something like that, right? Maybe if your parents separated, was their separation or divorce messy? And is that now a like subconscious belief that you have that endings have to be messy? So don't feel like also that you have to have somebody else next in line or as a backup plan for in case this relationship doesn't work out. That's not healthy. So that is a message that I'm hearing for some of you. The Seven of Cups card does say choices, search for purpose, illusion, fantasy, daydreams, wishful thinking, and indecision. And I feel like some of you are almost living in a fantasy land. It's like you're not happy with your reality. So either you're like chatting with somebody online, or maybe you're playing a lot of maybe you're playing Sims. I'm seeing that for some of you, like in an alternate reality type of situation. I don't even know. But we do have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, this is your reminder that if you are stuck in a negative or toxic cycle, or you're really in your head, this isn't a card of being physically trapped, really. This is a card of being mentally trapped. You feel like you don't have a choice in something, or you're keeping yourself blindfolded. If I just keep ignoring these red flags, if I keep ignoring these signs, then maybe they'll just go away. And honey, I'm here to tell you they are not going away. They're not going anywhere. And this Ace of Pentacles in reverse is saying missed chances, scarcity, deficiency, instability, stinginess, bad investments. So yeah, this could be your little wake-up call. Like, you're investing your time and your energy into this relationship, and I'm saying this is a love reading. Maybe this is for a friendship. Maybe this is for a family member. I mean, love is love, whether it's your like soulmate partner or if it's just a basic friendship. But this is like a bad investment of your time and your energy. You have more choices than you are realizing, and don't miss a chance for love because you are so stuck in this illusion or this fantasy, right? Part of it could be being in a relationship that is toxic and not good for you, but you have this idea of, oh, I can change them, right? And we can't change anybody who doesn't want to be changed. So you might have this idea of, oh, I can change them. And in this process of holding yourself back or holding yourself in this relationship, you're missing other opportunities where maybe your true love could come in, or maybe a best friend could come in who would show you the love and support that you really deserve and need. So just that little message there. Now let's pull on health. Any health messages that we need to know? Just basic health messages that we need to know. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, be on the lookout for some type of, if there's anything hereditary, because the 10 of Pentacles is a card of legacy, right? Some of you have a really good bloodline. It's like you age very well, and that's part of what I'm seeing for some of you, is that you age very well, and that's like a family trait. So that's amazing. But for another group of you, I am hearing that there's something hereditary that you might want to just get on top of now. Not saying that anything bad is going to happen. It's just like, pay attention to that kind of stuff. The 5 of Pentacles, this says hardship, loss, isolation, feeling abandoned, and adversity, struggle, unemployment, alienation, disgrace. Okay, that's a difficult group of words, right? Hard to hear. The 5 of Pentacles is also letting you know that it's okay to find support groups. Support groups could be really good for you at this time, especially if you're struggling with some type of health crisis and you're feeling like, I don't understand. Maybe finding some type of support group online might give you more insight into what you're going through and different avenues that might be available to you for your healing. And then we have the 6 of Wands, which is a card of success. I love this card. It says success, victory, triumph, rewards, recognition, praise, acclaim, and pride. This is a message for some of you that if you're going through some type of health battle or sickness, there's like victory on the other side. It's like you're gonna make it through this. Everything's gonna be okay. But the 6 of Wands is like the victory after the battle, right? You got to make it through the battle first. You got to make it through the hardships first. So know that there are people who are on your team. I'm seeing all these other wands in the background as like other people holding you in high regard. That's kind of what I'm feeling, because they've seen your struggle, but they've been through it too, and they're like, we're so proud of you for getting to where you are now. Some of you, this is like an addiction or mental health thing that had been plaguing you in the past. Now we're going to go into wealth. Okay. Oh, we have the Lovers card. This is a card of choices. And we have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So, and these two are in reverse. They came out in reverse. Although I really want to turn this card upright because I just love the imagery on it. I mean, the Black Panther was one of the first spirit animals that I really connected with as a guardian or a protector for me. So I absolutely love that card. And I love how in that deck, they don't just have it as like a black cat. It's like, this is a black feline. Like, this is a big cat energy here. Okay, anyway, the Lovers card. It says love, unions, partnerships, relationships, choices, romance, balance, unity. This could be coming into partnership with somebody at work or in your career, but the Lovers card is also a card of choices. So you might have to make a choice soon between one career or another. And I'm also I'm going to have to choose between my head and what makes sense financially and what makes sense for my passion, right? It's like some of you feel like you have to choose between one or the other. And so let me read the top of these cards. The Queen of Swords in reverse says pessimistic, malicious, manipulative, harsh, bitter, spiteful, cruel, deceitful, and unforgiving. Ooh. Just be aware if you are feeling any of those things popping up regarding wealth. Is this like a bit of jealousy, right? Or is this somebody pursued their passion and now maybe you're feeling pessimistic? Like I almost feel like there's a block there for you where you feel like you can't have it all. It's like you have to choose between love and work, or wealth, or being financially stable, and or following your passions and your dreams. The reason that I say that with the Queen of Wands is because she's kind of my entrepreneur energy. She's the one that's getting really lit up and passionate about something and following through with it. Now, this card is in reverse. So this says demanding, vengeful, lacking confidence, jealous, selfish, temperamental, bullying. Okay? Just be aware if you're entering into any of those, say, more shadow emotions and not processing and working through them. It's okay to have those feelings, right? We're human. We're going to experience things like that. But as long as we don't stay in that energy, if we can try to shift ourselves out of it, I feel like it'll leave the door open for more positive, beautiful, abundant blessings to come in, right? So I guess the message with wealth this month is that you might need to be processing some type of block here where you feel like you have to have one or the other, right? Because in the end, like, it's almost like no matter what choice you make, there's going to be some type of resentment or harsh feelings towards somebody. Or maybe you see somebody else making a choice and now you're feeling the certain way because you didn't have the courage or the strength or the belief system to do that for yourself. Okay? So it feels like it's all going to work out. It feels good. But this could also be union energy, and it could simply be a union between an air sign and a fire sign. It could be a union between the person who is more analytical. They have the knowledge base of how to run operations, run a business, whatever it is. And then the person who has the inspiration, the creativity, the passion, that gets really fired up and excited. Maybe is a little bit more social, right? Because I think the Queen of Wands has the potential to be they have the potential to be community oriented in my mind. Networking is part of what I'm hearing with this. Okay. So now I'm going to pull, I had another card, Keepers of the Light, come out for you. So this is going to be the last message that I tap into for you. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce this name because I will mess it up. But the main message here is soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. You may feel that you've been retreated from the from the world itself recently. Maybe you've not been as actively social, or maybe you've not been as active socially or spiritually, right? But this time of inner rest has really paid off. So there has been a reoccurring theme here throughout this reading of needing to rest and recharge, needing to get some little stuff done for you and for yourself so that you can give more to your community, to the people in your life who need you or love you and support you, all of that. So you're coming out of a time of inner rest, and if you haven't had that yet, then maybe the month of December is for that, okay? You're becoming more and more consciously aware of how connected you are to God and all living things. The sense of union is called yoga. Yoga goes beyond physical ability and into a sense of awareness that's created through spiritual practice, meditation, and devotion to the divine. I'm this person's name, this one right there, the yogic father, is here to inspire that fire of union within you so that you can understand how your thoughts and actions are creating the waves of energy that form your life. And yes, it's almost like the word yoga is very similar to the word union or unity. And this can be a card of unions. Okay, so that's another message that's very strong, is some type of union happening in your life. I love how it has the union here of two things coming together. It's very similar to temperance energy, right? It has the fire on one side. There's the being with the wings up there. Two things coming together. Yes, absolutely. So you're understanding how the thoughts and the actions are creating the waves of energy that form your life. So yes, it's not only about thinking about doing something, but actually following through with it. It's about making sure that your energy is right so that you can move forward in a way that feels good. So I hope that these messages resonate for you, friends, and I will see you in another video. Happy December.